Hey, what's up guys, CP Nichols here, and today is Bank Holiday Monday, and I was supposed to be going to a car boot sale today. Unfortunately, it has been raining all day. Fortunately, however, I did go to a car boot sale yesterday and spent a grand total of £18.70, and today I'm going to be showcasing all the stuff I got yesterday. First off, I bought a load of portable stuff. First off, I got Godzilla on Game Boy. Now, I took a bit of a risk on this one, since I know very little on Godzilla. But I've played it, and it's actually a pretty good game. So, took a bit of a risk, and I did pretty well for it. So, there's that. Next up, I got Looney Tunes on Game Boy. And I've had a go on this as well. This plays exactly like a Super Mario game, and it's very enjoyable. So, this is going to go into my personal collection. So yeah, I did pretty well on that one. And last game I got was 18-in-1 multi-cart. Bit of a chewed up label, but it contains apparently the original red, blue and yellow Pokemon games, as well as various other games. So it does play, but just the label's a bit damaged, I guess. But I still did pretty well on that one. And next up I got a load of accessories from the same store. First up, I got a Game Boy Advance and Nintendo DS card case. Holds 2 of each cartridge. So yeah, there's that. Next up is a DS Lite accessory. Basically, you slap this onto the back of your Nintendo DS Lite, and on this side you got storage for 3 Nintendo DS cartridges. So yeah, not bad accessory, since I actually have a couple of DS Lites in my collection. And lastly, I got a Game Boy Advance SP handle thing, which I guess makes it a lot easier to play on your SP. You just basically slot this into your SP, and I was a bit concerned on this part here because it's a bit loose, but apparently once it slots in, it's pretty secure. So yeah, got that. So obviously spent a grand total of £4 for all this stuff, so I did pretty well. That's why I get Game Boy stuff and Nintendo DS stuff these days. Next up, I bought a bit of a job lot. First up, I got Minecraft construction handbook. I've been getting a lot of Minecraft books these days. Basically, it tells you details on how to construct various buildings and features on Minecraft. Retail price is £7.99. Just wanted to point that out. So I got that. I also got a little princess. Basically, I saw this and read it, and it says it's from the same author as The Secret Garden. Now, I've seen The Secret Garden when I was a kid. It was one of my favourite films when I was growing up. So when I saw this and saw it was the same author as The Secret Garden, I thought, I'll give it a nudge, see what it's about. So I got that. Disc is intact. And I also got a toy pair of handcuffs. Don't ask me what I'm going to be using these for my own personal use. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Got all that for £1, so not bad for the 3 items. But the handcuffs pretty much was just a throw-in. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So yeah, did pretty well there. Next up, I got a random book. Where's Bin Laden and many others. This is basically like a Where's Wally book. It says on the front here, includes free magnifying glass, and surprisingly the magnifying glass is still included in it, so yeah, I did pretty well on that one, and the pages are intact. So yeah, retail price £4.99, just wanted to point that out. I got this for 50p, so not a bad deal for 50p. Speaking of 50p, I got this for 50p, Rambo retro figurine. Now, I do collect retro figurines such as this, so I was pleased when I got this for 50p. Did a bit of research on it on eBay, and there's one person selling it on eBay for apparently £20. Not sure why it's worth £20, but I guess it's a rare figurine. You know, can't find many of these. So 50p for it, I guess it's a good deal. I'm not sure if it's worth £20, but I think I did pretty well for 50p. Next up, I bought a Nintendo Wii game, Wii Music. Now they were doing £1 for each game, but I managed to get them down to 50p for this game. But as I was about to buy it, I got them to throw in this. They were basically giving away VHS tapes for around 10p each. But I managed to get them to throw this in for free. The 12 Days of Christmas VHS. Now, I saw on the front of it, I saw the characters, thinking, it looks a lot like Tailspin. Is it just me? But it kind of reminds me of like those old Disney cartoons that I used to watch on the weekends. So I have no idea what this is about, but I got them to throw it in. I have a video player in my room. I'm very curious to know what it's about. So 50p for those two, I guess, is not bad. I mean, you might think of me as a mad person to get a VHS, but it was a throw-in, so you can't really complain. Next up, I bought a couple of DVDs. First up, we got a Blu-ray version of Lord of the Rings trilogy. Comes complete with all 3 films. Now there's some minor damage here. There's like a little crack here, and this little middle thing keeps falling off. So I need to replace the case somehow. But still, I got this for £1, and I got them to throw in this DVD as well with it. Indian in the Cupboard. This is a pirated version of Indian in the Cupboard. Basically, I used to watch this as a kid a long time ago, and as far as I know, it was never officially released in Europe. So I'm guessing that's why it's on pirated DVD. So I got both DVDs for £1, so not a bad deal. Next up, I got a neck cushion. The guy was asking 50p for it, but I only had 20p in change at the time in my wallet, and I said 20p for it, and they said sure, we'll do it for 20p. Now, you're probably wondering why I bought this. I'm about to go on holiday in July, and the trip there and trip back are pretty rough because I'm in the car for like 8 hours or so. So this is going to be very important to me, having a neck cushion for the travel. That's exactly why I bought it. Next up, I got a GameCube controller. Bit of a grubby controller. Got it for £1. Official game logo on it. So it's from the Game Shop, apparently. Back in the day. And I'm actually looking for GameCube stuff at the moment. So when I saw this controller, I was like, I've got to have this. Tried to wear him down to 50p, but no, he was very adamant. £1 for it. Ain't going to do any lower than that. So I was like, you know what, this is a good deal for £1. So yeah, not a bad deal for £1 for the GameCube controller. And thank you for falling over. Next up, I bought a job lot of games. First up, I got Quake 3 Revolution on PS2. Comes complete with gamer manual. So I got that. Next up, I got BMX XXX. Now, I saw on the front it said parental explicit content advisory. I was like, is this an adult game? Comes complete with gamer manual, but I didn't know adult games existed. I know GTA 5 is a bit of an adult based game because you got strippers and prostitution and murder and stuff, but I had no idea something like that existed on PS2. I'm willing to give it a go. I'm very confused. When I first saw this, I was like, there's just no way, an adult game on PS2, but there it is. Next up, I got Red Steel on Nintendo Wii. Took a bit of risk on this one, because I knew nothing about it, but it looks Japanesey anime-based, and ninja-based, samurai-based, and I do like those kind of games, so took a bit of a risk on this one. Now, they were doing £1 for each game, but I managed to get them to do 3 games for £2.50, and they got them to throw in also an EA demo disc, which I knew nothing about. It's a 2003 to 2004 edition. I'm guessing it contains demo discs or trailers to EA games that are coming out that particular year. EA Winter 2003 and 2004, so there's the back of it. You be the judge what that's about. I have no idea. But yeah, got all 4 things for £2.50, so not a bad deal. Next up, I got a bit of a job lot of DVDs. First up, They were basically doing 2 DVDs for £1 or 5 DVDs for £2. So I managed to get 5 DVDs. First up, Hugo on DVD. The disc is immaculate condition. Now, my mum has this. I watched it with her once and absolutely loved the film. So when I saw this in the car boot sale, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get it. Winner of 2 BAFTAs and 5 Oscars, so it's gotta be good. You know it's good, but I highly recommend this film. It's a really good film. Next DVD, Do Not Judge Me. I got Fritz the Cat. This is a adult retro cartoon. I have heard about it, but have never watched it, and I was very curious. The DVD is immaculate. Considering this is a very old DVD and having it in immaculate condition, this is probably a rare DVD. No idea. Probably isn't, but still, got it at a good price. So I got that. Don't judge me. Anyway, next up I got Teeth. This is a gory film. I have seen this on TV once before, but I only saw it like halfway through, and yeah, I've only seen half of it. So there's a bit of damage here, but DVD is in immaculate condition. And I like the style on this sleeve. You know, you got this, and then you slot it in, and then the X-ray is all visible. I like that style. I like unusual DVDs when they do that kind of extra little thing. Next up, I got this when this was my 5th DVD. I kind of was scraping at the bottom of the barrel. This is Whoopi Goldberg's A Night in Camelot. Now, I know very little about this. In fact, I know nothing about this, but I was like, Whoopi Goldberg in a Disney film? It's got to be good, right? I showed my sister it, and she says she's watched it before, and she says the acting is very poor, so it might not be good, but I'm willing to give it a watch. Basically, this was just a throw-in anyway, because I needed a 5th DVD, and this is the only thing I could find on the store that I was remotely interested in. So yeah, I got that. And then the other DVD I got was a box set, Terminator Salvation 2012 and Children of Men. 3 movies in one set. Comes complete. No damage whatsoever to the case or DVDs. So yeah, all 5 DVDs got for £2. So not a bad deal for £2. So yeah, there's that. And lastly, I bought a Nintendo Wii bundle. When I came to the stall, this woman had this out, a box. I said, how much is it? And she says, it's £8. I said, would you do £5 for it? And she says, I'll go as low as 6. And I said, would you go as low as £5.50? And she says yes. So I got £5.50 for this. So contents in this box are as follows. First up, we're going with something big. The console itself, Nintendo Wii. Black. No dust flap, unfortunately, but the condition, apart from that, is in immaculate condition. I have tested it. It does play. When I press the eject button after powering it on, this popped out of it. Just Dance on Nintendo Wii. And yeah, got that. Load of manual stuff, boring stuff. Had Wii Resort and Wii Sports manuals. Fortunately, the games went in there, but pamphlets. And then a load of games. First up, Just Dance 2 on Nintendo Wii. Comes with game, no manual unfortunately. Next up, iCarly. iCarly on Nintendo Wii. Game, again, no manual. Next up, Carnival Funfair Games. Again, game, no manual. And lastly, Monkey Mischief, 20 games. Comes complete with game manual. I may keep this because this looks like a fun game. So yeah, I got all that, and then of course you got the power adapter, which is here. SCART adapter, which is here. And the sensor adapter. So I got all that for £5.50, so not a bad deal. So I spent a grand total yesterday of £18.70, so not a bad deal. So thank you all for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, it always helps. And as always, don't forget to click on the old subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And as always, catch you all later.